See, Vince, I think when the Kliq came along, he wanted to be in it himself. He wanted to be the cool guys. So you had the Kliq, and then you had the rest of the guys. So when we went to Germany on the European tour, the Kliq sit in the back. It was the Undertaker, and it was Nash and Hall and Shawn Michaels and their little friends. They all sat in the back. And then it ended up with Sonny and Skip somehow sitting in the back with them. But that's where Sonny and Skip wanted to be. They started in the front with the, I guess, the deplorables, I call it. And that was me and, Kane and some of the rest of us up there. So I'm going to tell this story. So they finally, she kept trying to work her way in and work her way in, work her way in. Finally, one day, bam, her and Skip are in the back with the Kliq. So we was all talking. We saying, well, she finally found her way back there, and blah, blah, blah. That lasted about 3 days, 4 days, because one day we got on the bus to leave wherever we were going to. Like if we were in Munich, we'd stay in Munich and make the show the next day. That's where we'd end up the night before. And little Miss Sunny wasn't there. And we said, where is she? Where is she? And somebody said, well, that's when she had to leave the European tour early. Because, when you eat, say you eat the day before and you leave a little box and you write on it what you want, they would fill that for you. And when you left that night, you could just take it with you and go back to your room and eat it. That's your meal for the night. Well, somebody tampered with her little meal box because we all knew what they did to it, right?
Yeah, may have laid a little stink pickle.
Yeah, they laid one in there, and I heard she picked it up, went back to the room, and she's making all these long distance calls. Oh, yes, I'm in Munich and we're going to Paris tomorrow and we're doing all this stuff. Then she looked down in her noodles or whatever she had, and there's a little nugget. And she went nuts. And the first person she called is, what was that lady we was talking about?
Lisa Wolf.
She called Lisa Wolf. And Lisa was just appalled that these boys, as she called them, or whoever, would do this to her, and immediately retracted her from the tour. She left that morning, the night after. As soon as the plane went out, they booked her on it and got her back. And nobody ever knew who did that, except me. I mean, but it wasn't for years and years and years. I didn't even know who did it because they didn't roll over on each other. Who do you think did it?
Oh, I've heard. Well, I think it was Sean Waltman.
You're correct. It was Sean Waltman.
How did you find out?
Finally, one day he broke down and told me. I saw him somewhere, and I brought the story up, and I said, brother, you got to help me out here. Listen, hell, I'm getting old now, so I need to know the answer to this before I fall over and die of a heart attack. Did you do that? And he went, yeah, I did it. He wanted to admit it anyway, but but see, if he'd admitted it right up front, they'd have fired him. They'd have had to. And none of the other guys were going to own up to doing it. They were just glad it got done. But they were going to show little Sonny that she might want to be in the Kliq, but could she hang with them? Because she went back there and she started acting stupid. And they said, all right, she's gone. Kick her out.